It's time for Northwestern Outdoors Radio, the award-winning broadcast covering fishing, hunting, and outdoor recreation throughout the great Northwest. Northwestern Outdoors is brought to you every week by Max Lure Company, producing a legacy of innovation since 1969, by Sportsman's Warehouse, America's premier outfitter, and by Loophole, America's optical authority. Also sponsoring the show every week is Shiloh Inn & Suites, offering affordable excellence throughout the West. Mardon Resort, the place to fish and hunt in eastern Washington, and the Wallowa County Chamber of Commerce, where nature is on display in Northeast Oregon all year long. And now, let's head into the field with your host, John Cruz.
Welcome to the Christmas gift giveaway show. That's right, you are tuning in to our most popular show of the year because it's that time when we take great joy in telling you about some great products, books, and getaways, and then we turn around and give them to you. Yes, we do feel a little bit like Father Christmas, it's true, and this year we've got close to $1,000 worth of gifts to give to our lucky listeners tuning in on our 55 stations all over the Northwest and online as well at RenoViolaOutdoors.com, the home of WRVO Radio. Let me explain how this show works. First, you listen to the show. You listen to all the products and gifts that we're going to give away, and then you decide on the one gift. That's right, only one gift that you want to receive. Now, you're going to find some gifts are more popular than others. Some gifts are worth more than others. If you ask for one of the more popular gifts, your odds of being the person randomly chosen to get it are going to be lower. If, on the other hand, you ask for something that's not in so much demand, or that we have multiple copies to give away, well, your odds go up of being that randomly chosen person we'll pick at the end of our broadcast this weekend who receives each gift. So, you know how to play. Here's how to enter. You can do it two ways. Number one, you can go to our Facebook page. It's Northwestern Outdoors Radio. You have to like the page first, not the post, the page, and then find the post where we are talking about all the things we're giving away and simply tell us what gift you want to receive. And if you throw in what radio station you're listening to as well, we'd appreciate that. The other way to enter is through our website. That's at northwesternoutdoors.com. Go to the Contact Us page, and again, just let us know what gift you want to receive and what station you're listening to. Either way is fine. Our Facebook page at Northwestern Outdoors Radio or our website at northwesternoutdoors.com. Let us know what gift you want to receive, and with any luck, we are going to make your Christmas a little bit brighter this year. So let's start things off with our first gift of the season. It's a $100 gift certificate for a stay at a Shiloh Inn. There's quite a few of them here in the Northwest. Now, there is a kicker on this one. This expires March 1st, so you'll have to use it soon. But if you are looking for maybe a winter storm watching or beach getaway, or maybe you're looking for a place to stay while you're traveling during the holidays, this would be a great gift. $100 will really cut down on that bill and maybe even cover the whole stay. For example, I'm going to be using several $100 worth of Shiloh Inn script to stay at the ocean shores and then the seaside beachfront hotels for a Christmas break getaway with the kids. And in January, I'll be using some more to stay at the hotel in Tacoma while we attend the Sportsman Show in Puyallup. Those are just a few of the Shiloh Inns that are out there. You'll find other ones on the coast at Newport. You'll find one in Tillamook. There's a nice one in the Dalles, another one in Richland. There's some in eastern Idaho, like in Idaho Falls, the Boise area as well. Basically, if you're traveling here in the Northwest, Shiloh Inns are a great place to stay. Their tagline is affordable excellence. They're pet-friendly, and they offer special discounts to veterans. Find out more at their website, shilohins.com. That's shilohins.com. Affordable excellence is coming your way. If this is the gift you want, let us know through our Facebook page at Northwestern Outdoors Radio or our website at northwesternoutdoors.com, and you'll be entered for a chance to win. Or you can wait through this short commercial break and see what other gift options await during the Northwestern Outdoors Radio annual Christmas gift giveaway show.
Shiloh Inn's affordable excellence. The more you stay, the more you save. Hello, I'm Mark Hemstreet, owner of Shiloh Inns. As a Shiloh Inn Star Rewards member, you get free room upgrades, a personal agent to help book your stay, points that can be used for free nights at any one of our beautiful hotels or for free airline tickets and much more. And there are no blackout dates for any reward stay. Make 4-star accommodations at 2-star prices even better with deluxe smoke-free suites, spacious pools and spas, and fully equipped fitness centers. There's free high-speed internet and a free continental breakfast or delicious full hot breakfast at most Shiloh Inns. Even the kids stay free, and smoke-free Shiloh Inns are all dog-friendly. For reservations, call 1-800-222-2244 or visit our website at shilohins.com. Shiloh Inns, affordable excellence, American family-owned and proud of it.
Wake up to winter in Wallowa County. Grab your camera and don your skis for some Nordic skiing adventure at Salt Creek Summit or Wallowa Lake. Or spend the day on the family-friendly slopes of Fergie Ridge. Or slip into a set of skates and enjoy some time on the ice at our outdoor ice rink. Need to warm up? Then grab a cup of coffee or hot chocolate at one of our fine coffee and confectionery shops. And when evening comes, enjoy some of Wallowa County's fine dining and gaze at the stars before you dream of tomorrow's adventures. Your winter adventure begins at www.wallawacountychamber.com.
Backcountry hunters and anglers, the men and women working hard to keep public lands in public hands. Check us out at backcountryhunters.org.
Welcome back to our special Christmas gift giveaway edition of Northwestern Outdoors Radio. I'm John Cruz. Next up, we're talking books because it being late fall and winter, what's better than cozying up to the fire with a good book? Well, we've got several to tell you about here and several to give away for you. We're going to start off with a couple by Gary Lewis. Gary Lewis is a prolific writer and TV personality out of Oregon, calls Bend home, and he's put out 2 books recently I think you'll enjoy. One of them, Hunting Oregon, covers hunting all sorts of species, all sorts of places, all over the state of Oregon. Beautiful 8x11 book, lots of color photos, lots of maps, lots of good information on how to bag everything from birds to big game. And Gary wrote another book late last year that came out, Fishing Mount Hood Country. I could tell you more about it, but I'm going to let Gary do some talking here.
Hey, thanks, John. It's good to finally have this book done.
I'm sure it is. You've been working on it for a while. It's called Fishing Mount Hood Country. Tell our listeners all about it.
We actually thought we could get this done in a year, and it's taken 2 years. I've been working with Robert Campbell. He's the manager at the Fisherman's Marine Outdoor Store in Oregon City. And what we've been doing is we've been hiking into some remote lakes and then fishing some of our favorite rivers and creeks over again and taking a lot of pictures. And we've written this book, Fishing Mount Hood Country, that really opens up the access to some of these really good waters around Mount Hood.
So how big is this book, and how many different streams and lakes are we talking about that are covered here?
This is one of our large format books, 8.5 by 11 size almost, and then we're covering over 50 waters in this book. So we've got in here North Fork Reservoir, and we've got Trillium Lake, and those are the ones that you expect to hear about. Mm-hmm. But we're also covering Mirror Lake and Boulder Lake and the Twin Lakes and Kingsley Reservoir and Lawrence Lake and places that you have to hike into.
Where can people get a copy of Fishing Mount Hood Country, which, by the way, folks, would make a great Christmas gift?
Probably your best bet right now would be Fisherman's Marine in the Portland area, one of those 3 stores, or contact me through my website, GaryLewisOutdoors.com.
All right, so we've got 2 copies of both books to give away. In other words, 2 lucky winners are each going to win a copy of Hunting Oregon and Fishing Mount Hood Country from Gary Lewis. If this is a gift you want, contact us on our Facebook page at Northwestern Outdoors Radio. Like our page, not the post, then go to the post and say, I want the Gary Lewis books, and you're entered to win. We've got 2 pairs to give away. We've got another fun read to tell you about this week. It's called Confessions of a Camo Queen. The author is Kristen Berube. She hails from Missoula, Montana, home of our affiliate, AM 930 KMPT, which broadcasts our show every Saturday morning at 8 a.m. Kristen, welcome to the show. Glad to have you on board.
Thanks for having me.
Kristen, this is your very first book. I really have enjoyed reading it so far. Why don't you give our listeners the brief elevator speech, exactly what is Confessions of a Camo Queen all about?
Well, it's basically about living with an outdoorsman as far as fishing, hunting, that whole gamut, and just how crazy they really are as far as the things about covering yourself in deer urine and putting maggots in your lip and, duck quacking down the road if you see a duck in a field and all that good stuff.
Well said. And I guess you could look at it as, men are from Mars, women are from Venus, transported to the outdoors world. Reading the first few chapters, I'm really struck by the tone. Prim and proper woman learns to coexist with Neanderthal outdoorsman is what I would say. Let's start off with the prim and proper woman that you obviously are. Tell me a little bit and tell our listeners a little bit about yourself.
Well, I wouldn't say I'm prim and proper, but I am from Montana, so I have been exposed to, hunting and fishing, obviously, and I love fishing, but once I got married to an outdoorsman, I really realized that fishing is not just fishing and hunting is not just hunting. It's an obsession, and there's more to it than I could have ever dreamed. And just learning about that has been a real eye-opener. And it's not just, a hobby. It's more like that is your life and work is your hobby. And
again, the title of the book, Confessions of a Camo Queen. It's really a fun read, especially if you want to see the differences between, like I said, a prim and proper woman and a Neanderthal outdoorsman. All right, that's Confessions of a Camo Queen by Kristen Berube. As you can tell, she's a lot of fun to talk to, and her book is a lot of fun to read. If Confessions of a Camo Queen is the book you want, again, go to our Facebook page at Northwestern Outdoors Radio or contact us online at northwesternoutdoors.com and say, I want Confessions of a Camo Queen. We're giving away 2 of those books during this show. Okay, folks, you're listening to Northwestern Outdoors Radio. We're talking to Randy King. He is the author of a brand new book called Chef in the Wild. And it's not just a cookbook, folks. It actually has stories about the different animals, the different fish, and then he follows that up with a recipe. I think it's really clever what you've done here. Lots of great photos, too. It's a big book, really easy to read, really easy to follow the recipes on here. Let me ask you about a fish recipe, and we're running short on time, so really quick here. Wild onion and mustard trout sounds really easy and sounds perfect for the guy that's hiking in the back country or just maybe caught some fish and wants to cook them up over the Coleman stove.
For sure. So that one is a recipe of desperation, one might call it. I remember very, very well coming back from, I attended the University of Idaho, which angsts me to this day being a Bronco. And I was coming down the hill from Riggins, Idaho, and I found a patch of wild onions, caught 2 trout, and found some mustard packets in the cab of my truck. And I put those together, and it was remarkably delicious. So I knew at the time, because I'd been a cook, that the classic combinations of onion and mustard on trout it goes back to the 1600s with the French. So it's a real classic combination, but it's super duper simple at the same time. So just throw a couple mustard packets, leave them in your backpack while you're up there hiking, and then forage around for some wild onions. You should be able to tell them by the smell if you walk over a patch on the way in or something like that. But they're super easy, and it's super delicious.
Sounds fantastic. Where can folks find this book, Chef in the Wild, by you, Randy King?
For sure. So the best place that they can find it is on caxtonpress.com or on Amazon. And then since it's only been out for a few weeks, you're going to be seeing it more and more at your local booksellers as well.
All right. That's caxtonpress.com. Caxton spelled C-A-X-T-O-N press.com. Or just go to Amazon.com, type in Chef in the Wild. The author is Randy King. Well, there you go. If you want a copy of Chef in the Wild, again, contact us on our Facebook page, Northwestern Outdoors Radio. Like our page and then go to the post and say, I want the Chef in the Wild cookbook. You'll be entered for a chance to win it. In addition, like I mentioned, we're giving away 2 copies of Confessions of a Camo Queen and 2 sets of Gary Lewis books, Hunting Oregon and Fishing Mount Hood Country. All you have to do Contact us on our Facebook page or online through our website at northwesternoutdoors.com. That easy. You will be entered for a chance to win. Just tell us what you want. You get to choose one gift. That's right, only one gift during the show. But if you want some good reads, here's some really good ones. Stick around. We've got more gifts to give away and more products to tell you about right after this short break.
Leupold Gold Ring Optics are built to perform at the highest level, shot after shot, year after year. Our rifle scopes, binoculars, spotting scopes, rangefinders, and more always come through when you need them most. That's why our American-built products have a lifetime guarantee. Or as we like to say here at Leupold, they are guaranteed for a lifetime of performance, not a lifetime of replacement. Find out more about our top quality gear and our lifetime guarantee at Leupold.com. Leupold, America's optics authority.
It doesn't matter what sort of adventure you're after. Whether it's big game deep in the backcountry, a day of fishing out on the water, or an overnight in the great outdoors. At Sportsman's Warehouse, we've got the gear in here for what you need out there. Gear up for your next adventure at one of the Sportsman's Warehouse stores or shop online. Sportsman's Warehouse, America's premier outfitter.
If you've ever been fishing in Mexico, you know how good it can be, and now you can fish there with the Real News. Take your choice of a trip to Baja's East Cape for roosterfish, marlin, and dorado. These trips are value priced, so you can stretch your dollars in fun. To find out more about fishing Mexico with the Real News, log on to therealnews.com or call 425-334-8966. Again, 425-334-8966.
We're back with John Cruz on Northwestern Outdoors Radio.
It's time for another Max Minute.
Fish on!
Brought to you every week by Max Lure Company. With us for this Christmas gift giveaway show edition is Lance Mers. Lance, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, John.
So, Max Lure Company, what do you have to give to one of our lucky listeners this week?
Well, John, for your listeners, we have a $100 gift certificate. So somebody can spend $100 on fishing lures at Max Lure.
Well, I love that because there's so many products you offer. So this is, folks, whether you're a trout angler, a walleye angler, steelhead angler, salmon angler, or just about any other type of angler, you can use this $100 gift certificate to get whatever you want. Now remember, you only get to ask for one gift. But if this is the one you want, contact us on our Facebook page at Northwestern Outdoors Radio or through our website at northwesternoutdoors.com and say you want the $100 Max Lure gift certificate.
Oh, but there's more, John.
No, do tell.
Yes. For the months of November and December, we are going to actually give away free shipping as well. Now, there's a catch to it. You got to go to our website, okay? If you go to our website, you need to sign up for our online magazine. It's absolutely free, and it's called the Mac Attack. Gives you an online magazine free of charge every month, and any orders over $50, it'll be free shipping for December.
And that one, folks, is whether or not you win this gift certificate, anyone can take advantage of that, correct?
Absolutely.
All right. Well, there you go. It's a $100 gift certificate from Max Lure Company, plus sign up for the Mac Attack during the month of December, and during this month, you'll get free shipping on all orders over $50 from Max Lure Company. That website, again, is maxlure.com. Lance, thanks for making not just one person's, but a whole bunch of people's Christmas a little merrier if they go to Max Lure Company's website this month.
Thanks, John. Merry Christmas.
Listen up, steelheaders. Fishing jigs under slip bobbers is one of the best ways to hook up with a metalhead this season, and Max Lure Company has got 2 jigs you have got to have. The Glow Getter is a marabou jig with a stout hook that's perfect for waters where no bait is allowed. When you can use bait, tie on a rock dancer. Tip it with a shrimp and put some oil on the scent collar, and before you know it, you'll be catching some of the best fighting fish around. The Glow Getter and Rock Dancer jigs, only from Max Lure Company.
It doesn't matter what sort of adventure you're after. Whether it's big game deep in the backcountry, a day of fishing out on the water, or an overnight in the great outdoors. At Sportsman's Warehouse, we've got the gear in here for what you need out there. Gear up for your next adventure at one of the Sportsman's Warehouse stores or shop online. Sportsman's Warehouse, America's premier outfitter.
Ducks Unlimited is the leading waterfowl and wetlands conservation organization in the world. Here in Idaho, we've lost nearly 76% of our wetlands. Ducks Unlimited is working to stop that loss. In Idaho alone, DU has restored and conserved over 27,000 acres of wetlands. Learn more about the benefits of wetlands and what Ducks Unlimited is doing for Idaho's future. Visit ducks.org/Idaho.
Welcome back to the annual Christmas gift giveaway edition of Northwestern Outdoors Radio. We've got something very unique for you this year. It's called the Spare One emergency phone. It's brand new. I've never seen anything like it before. It's really affordable and it'll give you a lot of peace of mind. It can really come in handy too. With us here to tell us more about it is the president of Spare One, Jeff Fishman. Jeff, welcome to the show.
John, thank you very much. My pleasure to be here.
So, Jeff, I've got this phone, and I've got another one that we're going to give away to one lucky listener during this show. Small little guy, operates on 2 AA batteries. It's got a big red button that you push in case of emergency. It's got a flashlight button, too, and it looks like it also operates as a phone. Tell me more about it.
Well, you did a great job just now. It's a very simple mobile phone, just like every mobile phone that those of us that have been carrying cell phones back in the 90s were used to, with a couple small exceptions that are very important for your listeners to understand. One, our power source is regular AA batteries. So this is the phone that if anybody, and I'm sure a lot of your listeners are concerned about any power outages or going out into the backcountry and not having access to electricity to charge a phone back up, you just have AA batteries laying around, I'm sure. Take those with you, and you've got a power source for a very simple cellular phone.
Well, I love that concept. I'll tell you what, my camera, my portable field recorder, they both operate on AA batteries, and it comes in really handy when I'm on these extended expeditions. This is going to be part of my kit as well for the very same reason, because I've been that guy where I've gone on a multi-day rafting trip or camping trip, and you just watch, especially when you're in the roaming mode, that cell phones just die in a real hurry. And by the end of the first day, if not the second day, you don't have, even if you were in cell phone service, you don't have a cell phone anymore. So this is just a wonderful concept that I could see people using on multi-day expeditions and really enjoying.
Well, I appreciate you saying that, John. And honestly, this was a very challenging technical solution. We worked for a couple of years to figure out how to allow a mobile device, which has to, as you just mentioned, go through a lot of effort to find network signals sometimes and deal with the spikes, the power spikes that happen and using a phone and making phone calls and not fry AA batteries. So the real secret sauce in the Spare One device is the power management integrated circuitry that we created for our power management system that basically protects those AA batteries. And what we've done is gone out and sourced the most powerful AA batteries that have the widest temperature operating range and the longest shelf life in the world, really, from Energizer. They are the ultimate lithium batteries. We include 2 of those with the Spare One emergency phone that you can pick up at AT&T. And those things will actually give you a full 10 hours of talk time, a couple of weeks of standby time if you're not making calls. That's obviously tested in a laboratory environment. When you're out in the sticks on your rafting trip, you know, your actual performance will vary. But you can turn the device off. Those batteries won't lose their charge very much at all, and you can always pack some extras with you.
Oh, absolutely love it. So let's run through the basics of this phone. Again, it's available in a partnership through AT&T. So if you go to an AT&T store, you're going to find the Spare One emergency phone there. It's got a big red button. That's the emergency button. And I presume that's going to call 911, isn't it?
That is absolutely right. Out of the box, it's programmed to dial 911. And the user, if they register for our Spare One Locate and Alert service, which we'll talk about, I'm sure, in a minute here, can actually designate that to call any phone number in the U.S. and Puerto Rico that they choose.
Now, it also operates as a standard phone. You've got a standard phone dial here, so you can actually call people. And I understand that the plan that's available, again, this is an emergency phone. It's not meant to be your day-to-day phone. But for just $25 a year, you get 120 minutes of talk. So if you're out there in the backcountry and you need to talk to somebody, you've got the ability to do so.
Yeah, you know what? We were very excited when AT&T developed that rate plan. The plan is literally called the $25 annual plan. It's a GoPhone prepaid plan, so there's no contract associated with it. And it does last for a full 365 days and includes 2 hours of talk time. You can reload if you do use all those minutes up. And honestly, it is so exciting for us that you have a very simple, straightforward rate plan to go with this simple, straightforward phone available at AT&T and their website.
And folks, talk about affordability. This phone retails for just $59. Add on the $25 plan, and you've got a lot of peace of mind for a very low price. So let's talk about the locate service. If I register for that, there's a GPS that's in here as well. So what happens when I push the red button once I've registered for this locate service?
Yeah, what we call that is the Spare One Locate and Alert Service. And so what you can do is go register on myspareone.com. All the instructions and an activation code are included in the box. And what you can do there is set up information about yourself with your own mobile phone, right? So that's who we call the account holder. And also you can designate contacts that we call guardians that can receive alerts. And those alerts, if you are okay with it, comprised of the time, the date, and the GPS-enabled location of the phone when it made that phone call. So if, for instance, John, you bought the phone, set up the service, designated your good friend Jeff as one of your guardians, and you pressed that alert button and made a phone call to 911 or wherever you designated that call to go, I would get a text and or email. You would set that up, and it would actually tell me you made that alert call. Here's your location, right? And I could then act on that information. But I want your listeners to also understand that you can set up low battery alerts as well. Wow. Yeah, so that way if the phone is on and you're out in the woods or whatever, you will actually have an alert that could go to you, it could go to your partner, your friend, your wife, whoever it is, that would say, hey, John's Spare One batteries are low and need to be replaced. And that's a very handy thing for a simple device like this. And you know what? We've had some customers tell us that they think this is great to hand to elderly relatives who really aren't managing technology well, or even young kids, and know that they can set up alerts just for emergency purposes as well as know when the batteries need replacement.
Well, there you go. Again, it's the Spare One. It's available through AT&T, and you're hearing about this on Northwestern Outdoors Radio. Now, like I said, we're going to give one of these away to one of you out there. And the way it works on this show, at least during the Christmas gift giveaway show, is you get to ask for one gift, only one gift that you hear about during the show. If this is the one you want, just contact us on our Facebook page at Northwestern Outdoors Radio. Say you want the Spare One emergency phone, or contact us through our website at northwesternoutdoors.com. Just go to the Contact Us page, and again, just say you want the Spare One emergency phone for Christmas. One person requesting this phone is going to win it, but if you don't win it, it's awfully darn affordable. I'd really recommend you go buy one. One more feature I want to talk about before we go. It actually has a flashlight, too, and not just a flashlight, an SOS flashlight.
That's right. We engineered several disaster recovery features, we call them, into the device. So it has a regular flashlight. If you hold the flashlight button for 8 seconds, it will turn into an SOS flash. The phone also has a siren, which you can actually press and hold, and it will give a nice loud wail siren, so that if you're stuck somewhere or have been caught somewhere, you don't have to shout yourself hoarse trying to find help. If you hear people nearby, you can just use that. And one last little item is it has glow-in-the-dark keypad. So if you have that thing out under some light, our keypad material will pick that up, and it will actually glow in the dark to help you find those keys when you need them.
Wow. All right, folks. Again, it's the Spare One emergency phone. It's available through AT&T. Only costs $59 plus a $25 annual plan. If you are going to go in the backcountry for an extended period of time, this will be a great thing to have with you. Great thing to give to the elderly. Great thing to have in your car or in your emergency preparedness kit as well. Way to go on inventing this. Really impressed, Jeff. And thanks for sharing it with our listeners on Northwestern Outdoors Radio.
John, thank you so much for having me. We really appreciate it.
All right. So if you want the Spare One emergency phone as your one gift for Christmas, go ahead and contact us on our Facebook page at Northwestern Outdoors Radio. Like our page and then go to our post and tell us what station you're listening to and let us know you want the Spare One emergency phone for Christmas. If you're not on Facebook, you can contact us through our website at northwesternoutdoors.com. Simply go to the Contact Us page and give us that same information. You only get to ask for one gift, but this is a good one. However, if you want to hear about more, stay tuned because we have a whole lot more gifts to give away right after this short break.
Need a lightweight camp stove for your next adventure? The new Striker Series stove from Camp Chef is the perfect solution. 2 models of this single-burner stove let you cook using propane or isobutane. The heat ring technology built into the stove's cookware lets you boil water in less than 2 minutes. And like everything else in the Camp Chef line, the Striker Series stove is built tough. If you hike, paddle, hunt, or fish and cook while you do it, you're going to love the Striker Series stove. Find it at your local sporting goods store or at campchef.com. Camp Chef, the way to cook outdoors.
Welcome back to the special Christmas giveaway edition of Northwestern Outdoors Radio. This portion of the show is brought to you by Mardon Resort at Eastern Washington's Potholes Reservoir, where the northern ducks and geese have arrived. Walleye angling is going well, too. So you're probably thinking to yourself, I want to go there. I want to stay there and have some fun hunting and fishing. Well, guess what? Mardon Resort is giving away 1 free night in one of their waterfront camper cabins at the resort. These cabins are heated in the summer. They've got air conditioning. They're right on the water, and they're kind of like those KOA camper cabins. They've got beds in there, but no linens, no bedding. You bring your own sleeping bags. It's a comfortable place to stay. If you want to go ahead and ask for one of these waterfront camper cabins and a little something extra we're going to throw in too, just let us know on our Facebook page at Northwestern Outdoors Radio or on our website at northwesternoutdoors.com that this is the one gift you want for Christmas, and we'll see if you're the lucky one that gets it. In the meantime, if you want to find out about booking your own cabin stay or a stay at a park cottage, motel room, or bring your RV to Mardon Resort, go to their website. It's mardonresort.com. That's mardonresort.com, where the fish bite, but we don't. Okay, let's continue with our Christmas gift giveaway show. We've got something, well, pretty unique for you. I think you're going to like. You might call them skull caps, you might call them helmet liners, but either way, they're going to keep your head comfortable and dry. They're made by GH Unders. That's Grays Harbor Unders out of Hoquiam, Washington. With us here to tell us more about them is Ben Winkleman. Ben, tell us about these skull caps we're giving away.
We're really excited about these because people tend to wear them for all kinds of different activities. Some people put these on when they're running in a marathon, they're mowing their lawns, and some people call them a helmet liner because they're actually inside of their hard hats or their helmets on a motorcycle or bicycles. But what's different about this, and it's a kind of an opportunity for everybody to try, is that it will actually keep your skin dry, pulls moisture away from your head inside of a helmet, and for many people that's important to either keep you warmer when it's cold out or to keep you cooled down when it's hot. People love to add water to these on a hot day, and that evaporative cooling really can cool you down pretty quick, and at the same time keep your skin dry, which is something that Grays Harbor Unders is all about.
Well, there you go, folks. So if you're looking for a great stocking stuffer, and this will fit perfect in your stocking or somebody else's, go ahead and say that you want to win the Grays Harbor Unders helmet liner or skull cap. Either one is fine, and then we will put you in. We're giving away a couple of these during our Christmas gift giveaway show. The website, by the way, to find out more about not just their skull caps and helmet liners, but other great base layer apparel is ghunders.com. That's ghunders.com. Ben, thanks for sharing these with our listeners, and Merry Christmas to you.
Thank you, and Merry Christmas.
All right. Well, as you heard, the gear from Grays Harbor Unders is pretty nice. We've got 3 of those beanies or hats to give away. And guess what? We're going to throw in something extra, not only with those, but also with that camper cabin from Mardon Resort. It's a DVD and a map and some tips on how to catch lake trout at Flathead Lake in western Montana. It's all put together by the Confederated Salish and Kootenai tribes. This is a great fishery over at Flathead Lake. You can catch some really big lake trout there. And not only that, during spring mac days and fall mac days, you can make some money doing so too. This will give you all the information you need to be successful. If this was all sold, this information would probably be worth well over $20, but we are tacking it on to the Grays Harbor's Unders hats and to the Waterfront Camper Cabin giveaway. So if you want any of this, just ask for the camper cabin or for the Grays Harbor Unders hats. If that's the one gift you want, know that you'll get this as an extra bonus gift as part of the deal. And with that, let's move on to our next Christmas gift giveaway. Next up, we've got a product for you that traditionally has been our most popular gift category. The company that provides it every year, WorkSharp. and they make some fantastic knife and tool sharpeners that we've been giving away for several years, and people love them. Well, guess what? They've come out with something new again this year, and we are going to give it to you, one of our listeners, for Christmas. With us here to tell us more about it is Ben Sarman and his son Matt from WorkSharp. Gentlemen, welcome to the show.
Thanks. Hey, Merry Christmas, guys.
So, it's the guided sharpening system, no batteries required, and Matt gave me a demonstration yesterday. I was impressed. Ben, tell our listeners more about it.
Yeah, the guided sharpening system is our newest manual sharpening product. It is really good for those of you who want to be out in the field, don't need the electricity to run it. It can fit in just about any pack. I mean, it's not very big at all. Our biggest feature on this is the new pivot response technology that allows, with longer blades, the grinding surface will actually move with the blade. You don't have to change your angle or your wrist angle as you're pulling through, which allows for a sharp but standard finish, so your knife doesn't look funky when you're done.
So Matt was demoing this for me yesterday with my pocket knife, and in about 3 minutes time, that knife was just razor sharp, and you use it by using, different diamond plates that you're sharpening it across.
Yeah, that's correct. We have a total of 4 different plates that you can use. It starts with a course. Obviously, they get finer and finer as you go. The original kit comes with 2, as well as a ceramic hone that can do serrated as well. People really like that feature. And it comes standard with a 20 and 17 degree angle guide for you, so that you don't have to you can just take guessing of your angles right out of the whole equation.
I love the size of it, too. In fact, folks, the box that it fits in is basically the size of like a tablet or an iPad, is all the size it is in terms of width and length. So it fits really easy in your shop or in your kitchen or anywhere else that you need to sharpen knives. So, Matt, we've been talking knives, and again, you sharpened my pocket knife in a hurry yesterday, but it sharpens more than just pocket knives, doesn't it?
Yeah, for sure. It has your standard hunting knives, your kitchen knives. It also does pocket knives, any fish hooks, any yard tools. You can do axe heads on it, and I don't know if you could fit the lawnmower blade on there, but if you had the dedication, you sure could.
There you go. Ben, what does this retail for, and where can people find it?
I believe the price on this is $59.99, and you can find it, I know for sure right now, Cabela's. It'll be in most all big stores soon, as far as outdoor stores, and just like anything from WorkSharp, it's fast, easy, and works every time.
Folks want to find out more about other WorkSharp products. What's a website we can steer them to?
WorkSharpTools.com.
That's WorkSharpTools.com. And WorkSharp, by the way, it's a Northwest company. They're manufactured in Ashland, Oregon. So support your local regional manufacturers. And like I said, these guys make some great sharpening tools. Ben, Matt, again, Merry Christmas, and thanks for being on the show, and thanks for providing this for one of our lucky listeners.
Merry Christmas. We hope you enjoy it.
Yeah, thanks for having us. Merry Christmas, guys.
I'll tell you what, the WorkSharp knife sharpeners we give away every year on this show are one of the most popular items we give away, and for good reason. High quality stuff. People just seem to love them. Again, if that's the one gift you want for Christmas, go ahead and let us know on our Facebook page at Northwestern Outdoors Radio. Like our page first. Let us know what station you're listening to on the post, and just say you want the WorkSharp knife sharpener. Or if you're not on Facebook, just go to our website at northwesternoutdoors.com. Go to our Contact Us page and give us that same information. But don't be too quick to punch that in, because we've got another great gift to tell you about. We're talking to Shane Mizell. He's the trade marketing manager for Loophole Optics. They sponsor this show. We're glad that they do, because they make some fantastic optics to help you see wildlife and birds in the field. Shane, let's go ahead and talk about something here, and that's about, some of the basic features you want on binoculars. I'm guessing you always want to have waterproof, fog-proof binoculars, especially when it comes to spring bird watching?
Without a doubt. All of Loophole binoculars are waterproof, fog-proof, and most of the binoculars that you're going to find out in the market these days are. But if you're going outside, you want to make sure they're going to withstand the elements that you're going to be in.
Let's talk about a couple of pairs of binoculars in the Loophole line you would personally recommend. Now, the Yosemite, that one's built a little bit smaller, and it's kind of a good one for kids and women and folks with small hands, isn't it?
It is. It's a more compact binocular. It's a poro prism design, which is kind of that standard old or traditional-looking binocular where the objectives are offset from the eyepieces, but it's got a great interpupillary distance, so it works really well for children or women or people with smaller faces. and very comfortable in their hands because it's a little bit smaller design.
Another pair of binoculars that Leupold makes that I really enjoy. This is on the, I'm going to call it lower end, but that's a misnomer because they're very well-built binoculars. They just don't cost as much. The VX1 Mackenzie binoculars. I use a pair of those all the time when I'm in the field duck hunting because I really find it useful when you're out scouting to find out where those ducks are going in, where those geese are going in the fields, and it's a great pair of binoculars to have in the truck and do that with.
It is. Those are phenomenal binoculars and probably one of the best buys in terms of value for price. I think they retail for about $119, but the image quality that you get out of them is equivalent to binoculars that are 3 times its price. It is really a great piece of glass.
Well, we could spend a lot of time talking about specific models, but I think we're better off just directing people to stores and websites at this point. Let's start off with the website so people can find out more about all the binoculars and spotting scopes that you have for bird watching, wildlife watching, and hunting options too.
Absolutely. If you visit us at www.leupold.com, we have all of our products on there and all the information you could possibly need.
And Leupold, folks, again, they're headquartered right here in the Northwest, Beaverton, Oregon, and most of their products are made right here in the USA in Beaverton as well, and then they're shipped to stores. And what are some of the stores here in the Northwest where you can find Leupold products?
You know, any outdoor store really that you would think of in the Northwest, you can find our products.
Well, there you go, folks. Again, that's Leupold Optics. They make great binoculars, great spotting scopes. Look for them wherever you find quality sporting goods in your neighborhood.
All right. Well, you heard what Shane had to say about those great Leupold binoculars, and guess what? We're giving away a pair of BX1 Yosemite binoculars. These are 6x30 binoculars. They are 100% waterproof, and like Shane was talking about, these are perfect for kids, for women, or if you've got smaller hands, you're going to love these binoculars. If this is the gift you want, and this would certainly be a very good one indeed, simply go to our Facebook page, Northwestern Outdoors Radio, like our page, then go to our post, let us know what station you're listening to, and just say, I want the binoculars. Likewise, you can do the same thing on our website at northwesternoutdoors.com. Simply go to our Contact Us page, let us know what station you're listening to, and again, just say you want the binoculars. You are entered for a chance to win them. You only get to ask for one gift, but this would certainly be a good one. However, if you haven't made up your mind yet, stay tuned. We've got a few more to tell you about.
You demand quality performance from your binoculars, whether you use them in the field, on the water, or at a stadium. But you don't want to spend a fortune. That's where the BX Mackenzie binoculars from Leupold come in. These armored, waterproof binoculars are both comfortable and dependable. Look for your Mackenzie binoculars at quality sporting goods retailers near you. BX Mackenzie, bringing your world into sharper focus, only from Leupold.
We're back with one last cast from John Cruz on Northwestern Outdoors Radio.
This is the upcoming events portion of our show, and it's sponsored by Sportsman's Warehouse, which is having some incredible sales this weekend at all of their stores throughout the Northwest and online too at sportsmanswarehouse.com. I love shopping here. It's America's premier outfitter. They've got over 60 stores throughout the United States, and one of the things I like is, number one, they're well stocked. They have high quality gear, and they also have knowledgeable staff and great customer service. And instead of a trivia question this week, we're just going to give away a $25 gift card, and we'll also throw in one of those DVDs and maps and pamphlets on how to catch lake trout at Flathead Lake too. If you want the $25 gift card from Sportsman's Warehouse, go to our Facebook page at Northwestern Outdoors Radio and like our page, and then go to the post and say you want the Sportsman's Warehouse gift card. Now remember, we've gone through a lot of gifts during this show. You only get to choose one, and again, choose wisely, because depending on how much that gift is worth or how popular it is, your chances are less. Some of these gifts we're giving away, you have better chances of winning them. Personally, I'd like to give every listener a gift, but I'm afraid our pockets don't run quite that deep. However, whether you choose to enter through our Facebook page at Northwestern Outdoors Radio after liking our page, or through our website at northwesternoutdoors.com on our Contact Us page, I hope that you end up winning. While you're on the web, be sure to check out RenoViolaOutdoors.com. That's the home of WRVO Radio. We air 4 times every Wednesday, and if you hear this show before December 6th, you get to take part in this giveaway too. Just because you're online doesn't mean you don't get to play. The website again is RenoViolaOutdoors.com, the home of WRVO Radio, an internet station dedicated to 7-day-a-week outdoor programming. That's all for this week. Again, this has been a great opportunity for us to give back to you, to say thank you for being with us throughout the year, engaging with us, listening to us, giving us feedback. We just love to share the outdoors with you, and we love it when you share it back with us. So until next time, take care, God bless, Merry Christmas, and make it a point to spend some time outdoors.